Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Completionist. For this episode, guys, I am going to do something completely different. For the first time, I'm actually going to take you on a tour of what I do when I usually go game hunting. So guys, I'm actually in the lovely city of Seattle for my third time. And even though we're going to be here for a total of 6 days, on our first full day in Seattle, we decided, to do some game hunting and vinyl hunting, just to get that out of the way on our first day. Now guys, when it comes to game hunting, for me, I game hunt a lot differently than like a lot of other video gamers out there. For me, it's not about, going to flea markets or garage sales trying to find, like the best games for the cheapest price. I have a rough idea of the kind of things I'm looking for, and even though, I'm shopping for myself, I'm actually going to be doing some shopping for my best friend as well. I'm actually going to try to help him finish his complete NES collection. And for something really special, guys, when I do this game hunting video, I'm not going alone. I actually have company coming with me, and this little fellow above me is Tabby T. Cat. And every time we go to the States, he likes to tag along because he gets lots of attention. So Tabby T, how do you feel about doing some game hunting today?
As long as there's food, I'm happy.
So with that in mind, guys, on to the game stores. Hey guys, this is Derek, aka the Completionist, and we're here on our first gaming stop here in Seattle, and I'm going to a store where I'm pretty accustomed with, which is the Pink Gorilla here at the U District. I've been here twice before over the last 4 years, and both times I've been here, they've treated me incredibly well, and it looks like this trip is still going to remain the same. Because one of the PSP RPGs I've been looking for a really long time, it's not necessarily considered very hard to find, but in my area I can't seem to find it anywhere. So I'll be picking up a copy of Grandia for the PS1. This case also has, a lot of the really hard to find JRPGs as well, but thankfully, I ended up owning a lot of them before the video game collecting craze really hit. But one curious thing out of this note, and my friends on YouTube charge back forward when we visited here 3 years ago, there was a certain game I taunted Big Mike about, and it looks like that this game is still here, and it's actually dropped a lot in price. So if you actually pan down, Big Mike, there's the copy of Border Down. Much less than what it was 2 or 3 years ago, even though I know you own a copy of the game right now. I'm sure this still isn't the same copy that was here 3 years ago, but I just got to taunt you just a little bit, because I know we grilled you pretty bad about 3 to 4 years ago when you didn't pick this up the first time. So guys, I just found one of the hardest to find Game Boy Advance games for my North American anime style game collection for the Game Boy Advance. I have never seen this game offered in Newfoundland whatsoever, so I'm actually very excited to get it. And that game, no Joseph, wrong one. You got the right art style, but I will get that one eventually, but not now. And that's Klonoa 2, the Dream Champ tournament. So you can't get much more anime style than Klonoa, so that'll be one that I'll be sure to add to the video game collection as well.
Found like the rarest game ever. Was made just for me. I apparently wasn't told about it, but I searched high and low for it, and here it is. It's Crystal's Ponytail. Oh yeah.
So I'm on the other side of the gaming class case there, and another game that I'm going to pick is a very sought after JRPG for the Game Boy Advance. It was originally on the Super Nintendo. But the Game Boy Advance version of this game is very hard to come by, and it's very sought after by a lot of other collectors. So one game I'm going to pick up is the original Breath of Fire for the Game Boy Advance. I think that's more than a fair price for what it's asking. Also guys, another thing that I wanted to bring to attention in this case is that this case has a SNES game that a lot of collectors are going after. Unfortunately, it is a game that is considered very expensive to a lot of video game collectors, but in all honesty, the price that it's being offered here at Pink Gorilla is considered a steal compared to the prices on eBay. So if you really want this game, don't come to me and say that $350 for Hagane is too much. Because in all honesty, for the hardcore SNES collectors, that is an absolute steal. So if anybody wants to pick that up, it's at the Pink Gorilla in the U District there. Guys, we're all finished at Pink Gorilla, and I actually seen 3 more games there that we couldn't get as I was picking them up. These games aren't terribly sought after, you know, by a lot of video game collectors, but they are incredibly hard to find in my province. So I just wanted to show you what I ended up picking up. One is a fairly common PSP game, which is Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. It's very hard to find this game in Newfoundland. The only version of this game I find back in my home province is Portable Ops Plus. I could never find the original game, so it's actually great that I got my hold of a copy of that. A very early PS2 title that I managed to get here as well, but I can't find anywhere in Newfoundland whatsoever. This game kind of has a bit of an, I guess, legacy to it, negative legacy to it, but it is Squaresoft's first release for the PS2, and it's a bit of a cult classic, and that's the Bouncer for the PlayStation 2. And if I actually had a lot of free time in my life, guys, you know, I wish I could play more fighting games, but my favorite fighting game of all time, I think it's one of the most balanced fighting games out there, but I never had a chance to own a copy of it, and that is Capcom vs. SNK 2 EO edition. So, anyway, guys, that is a total of 6 games I picked up at Pink Gorilla. So for the 3rd time, Pink Gorilla has treated me incredibly well. So anyway, guys, on to the next game story. Hey guys, it's Derek again, and I'm just finished shopping at the 2nd Pink Gorilla location. And this location really helped me find a title I've been looking for a really long time. You know, if anybody's aware of my channel, you know, I think PlayStation 1 literally has the greatest library of JRPGs available. And this game I've been looking for a really long time, and I feel really grateful that, you know, I found one in, you know, in really excellent condition. And the game that I ended up buying was Tales of Destiny 2 for the PlayStation 1. Now, a lot of people may scoff or get angry at the fact that I paid $100 for this, but what a lot of people don't seem to understand is, you know, I believe in paying for something for what it's truly worth. And even though there are many collectors out there that would just consider this game rare or valuable, I think the most important aspect is this game is actually a really good game. And Tales of Destiny 1 and Tales of Destiny 2, obviously this one is known as Tales of Eternity. Eternia, if you want to be politically correct with regards to the series. And this game gets charged a lot more on eBay, anywhere from the 120 to 150 mark. So I'm really happy that I managed to get this in as good of a condition as it was, you know, for $100. So this was one of my big ticket games that I really wanted to find while I was down in Seattle. So I feel pretty grateful I managed to get it off my list. And if anybody does come across it, it is an excellent addition to the Tales series, and I recommend everybody give it a try if you ever have a chance of finding it. Hey guys, so anyway, that concludes my game hunting here in the lovely city of Seattle. Anyway, we managed to go to one more store while we were here. Even though the majority of the games that I did buy were at Pink Gorilla, we managed to get a chance to go out to another castle, which is just outside the city. Anyway, I managed to pick up a few games for myself there. 2 games that weren't necessarily on my radar, but I'm kind of glad that I actually had a chance to find them. I found Astro Boy, the Omega Factor for the GBA, boxed and complete. And a lot of people have told me this is actually a really excellent game, but it's obviously anime style, so I'm definitely going to buy it. And it is made by Treasure, and we all know that they're an excellent gaming studio to develop a lot of great shoot-'em-ups for various video game systems. And the last video game I managed to find for myself was a game that's actually incredibly hard to find in my province, and I actually found this game sealed at another castle, and that is that in Kaito's Origins. Now, if anybody knows me and my channel, you know what's one of my golden rules when it comes to video game collecting. I do not keep things sealed. So let's take care of that right now. So I guess I've already lost some of the value on what this game has to offer. But it's just like I keep saying before, you know, I buy video games to play them, and this is an excellent JRPG for the Nintendo GameCube. Now, with regards to my best friend, when he gave me his NES list, he only had 22 games left to finish off his licensed NES collection, and after visiting a total of 6 different video game stores, I managed to knock 5 more games off his list. So now he's down to 17 games left to own a fully licensed Nintendo NES collection. Now, out of respect to him, I'm not really going to show the names of the titles. I'll leave that up to him when he gets those titles, when we bring those games back to Newfoundland. So anyway, guys, I know you know, a game hunting video from me is a lot different, you know, from a lot of other YouTubers out there, because, you know, like I said, I do believe in paying for a game for what it's truly worth, because not only do I get to play the games that I've always wanted to play, but I always believe in, you know, supporting small businesses and, you know, supporting the local scene. So, you know, usually to end a video like this, you know, my only piece of advice I can give, you know, when it comes to video game collecting, guys, is listen, as long as people keep describing games as rare and valuable, the prices are going to go up. That's just an unfortunate side effect about it. And you know, while a lot of people will say, you know, to check out flea markets and thrift stores and things like that, you know, the fact that as long as people keep using those terms, you know, the prices will always go up. So if it's one piece of advice I can give you is, you know, if video games get too expensive, what it comes down to it is that if it's something that you really want to play, just simply save your money. You know, there may come a time in which, you know, you may have a hard time trying to find really great video games for a cheap price. It's just an unfortunate aspect, you know, when the hobby becomes popularized. So anyway, most importantly, all I can say is, you know, do well in school. Go to university, go to college, go to trade school. Find a fine line between doing something you love and doing something that's going to pay the bills. Because even if the prices of video games go up, you know, if you save your money and, you know, you're smart about what you want to buy, then you know, as long as you save your money and you're very respectful about it, then at the end of the day you can simply buy whatever you want. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching my first video like this. I don't know if this will be a series that I will continue. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching, and as always, take care, and I wish you nothing but the best. Later.